Well, hello once again. I look forward to being able to share with you another of your video game distractions. Today I bring you Lords of Magic. It is an old game and it has required some patches. But I believe you are in for a treat. For this was a classic in your time, and I can't help but feel some kinship, being that this is of a fantastical, magical world. One not dissimilar from what I came from. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in, shall we?
Please select your leader type.
We can either be a warrior, a mage, or a thief.
Thief.
Well, I hate to break it to you all, but if we play as a
thief,
it's going to be bad. If we play as a
mage,
we're going to struggle a lot. So I think for this very first foray for you all and myself on this channel, let's be a warrior.
The circle of life has no beginning or end. Choose your faith and write your own destiny.
Absolutely astounding voice direction. What a performance. So, as you can see here, we have 8 choices in front of us. We can play as air.
Worships air.
We can play as order.
Worships order.
Fire.
Worships fire.
Life.
Worships life.
Earth.
Worships earth.
Chaos.
Worships chaos.
Water.
Worships water.
And death.
Worships death.
I think you all know which one's my favorite. But because you cannot actually play as death until you've beaten the game, which I have, but we're going to play something other than death to show you all the experience of what you must do to unlock the supreme power that is death.
Worships order.
And to do this, we're going to break the game over our knee by playing as Order, specifically an Order warrior. Even more so, we're going to make a custom game, because that's the easiest way to grab this game by the throat, strangle it to death. So, we could get some spells, but that's not really necessary. Instead, what we care about are the artifacts. There's one specific one I have my eye on. Not that any of you can really read these tiny icons. We want the Amulet of Order. It costs 1,584 points. But if I double-click on it, you will see that any life, water, or order worshiper gains +2 armor, +2 strength, 25 magic resistance in general, which is insane. But if you are an order follower, which we will be, we also regenerate health during battle and regain all hit points after every battle. This is how we win. And frankly, we could essentially be done here and now. But I want to show you just how insane this kind of stupidly brokenness is. As you can see, we are currently level 2. We don't need to be. We can get even more points by being level 1. Let's give ourselves some starting resources, because we deserve it. Ooh. It has been a long time since I have had any need for any kind of beverage. But just the sound, let's listen to that again. I said, let's listen to it again. Ooh. Ooh. You can hear the foam. Ooh. Makes me wish I could drink. Let's change our name. Stupid mortal. That seems good to me. Well, let's not waste any more time. We don't need any more units because we are quite literally a one-night army. We don't need any spells because, as I said, we're a one-night army. We don't need to start with our stronghold, and we don't need to start with our great temple. I would like to get rid of these last 7 points, just because that bothers me. So we'll give ourselves a little bit of experience, but we don't need it. Let's dive in. You are of the Archons who walk the path of order. The people of your region need a leader to cleanse their land of invaders and unite them as one nation. By contrast, Balkoth's Death region and the regions of Chaos and Fire are well established. Each has a powerful lord with armies in the field and guarding the capital, and I messed that up. Each has a powerful lord with armies in the field and guarding the capital, and a legendary creature protecting the Great Temple. The remaining lords of the remaining faiths each struggle to survive with only a small army and a small garrison in the capital. They strive to liberate their great temples from the dark shadow of evil which has infested them in the wake of Balkoth's rise to power. Conquer these regions, or liberate the great temples of friendly lords to win their fealty. That's a good idea, and we're going to probably be doing something similar to at least a couple. So this is us here, stupid mortal, Lord of Order.
Yes.
The first thing we need to do is find somewhere to fight and kill and get stronger. So as I said, we are currently level 1. Our maximum level for our Lord is 12. For every other champion that is not a Lord, the maximum level is 10, I believe. Sorry, something was in my ocular receptors. Aside from our Lord, we also have our capital city, which is level 0 because we do not have our great temple. That needs a great temple to become level 1. We want to get our great temple as fast as possible, because as soon as we do, we can start getting followers. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but right above the diamonds, there's a little man with his arms in the air. He is a follower, and we can assign him to go get resources for us, be it gems, be it ale, or be it gold, or even fame. Fame which is used to attract even more followers once every 7 days. So, let's waste no more time. Let's get some experience, and then head to our great temple. What do you say? Sound like a good plan? Sounds like a great plan to me. Small outposts, level 1. This masonry dwelling has been looted and taken over by a party of ruffians. Well, that sounds like something we can very easily take care of. Especially with that wonderful artifact that basically is going to make us immortal. We are going to be fighting up against some Goblin archers, level 1, and some Flame Berserkers. Now, between those two, I am most worried about the Flame Berserkers because they have an attack of 10, but only a defense of 2, which means we can cut them down pretty easily. By comparison, we have an attack of 17 and a defense of 11. How this essentially works in the game is that, and don't quote me on this exactly, this is just what I've pieced together. is that if your defense is higher than their attack, they are barely going to do any damage to you, except occasionally they seem to get a critical hit which bypasses some of your defense. So, looking at the Goblin Archers with an attack of 6, they have an incredibly low chance of hurting us, and even if they do hurt us at all, it's going to be a very minor amount of damage. Whereas they have a higher chance of hurting us slightly more often with occasionally bigger hits, but we can cut them down quickly, which means we need to focus on them. I'll tell you about another further trick when we get to it. How does that sound? So, our warrior, Stupid Mortal, is already selected. Left click and tell him to just kill them. Let's just enjoy the spectacle. Should be fun. See, as you can see, that low defense is really not helping the Flame Berserkers all that well. They are just getting cut down to ribbons. It helps that we do have an attack of 17 versus their defense of 2, so as you can... well, you see the results. Now, oh no! We have indeed been hurt. That sucks. But it's not the end of the world, despite what the music is telling us. Now it changes this it suddenly realizes, oh! We kick ass, we're going to win! And yes, we are. And just from that one fight alone, we have gained a level. Not only because getting to level 2 from level 1 is incredibly fast, especially for a warrior like him, but also because, most importantly, we fought that alone, which means all the experience points went straight to this one character. This is one of the ways we are breaking the game, because we are going to power level this Stupid Mortal to the stratosphere. The other way, as you may have noticed, is that we are suddenly at full health. As I pointed out earlier, we regain all hit points after every battle, which essentially means is that we never have to stop to rest over several turns to heal or waste precious crystals going to town and spending those to heal us. This is how we win. It's not exactly an honorable way, but I'm an undead lich. I'm hardly honorable. Level 2, Gold Mine. Legend holds that the veins of this mine will never run out of gold, though now a clan of ruffians has put an end to all mining operations. Well, that won't do at all. Should be our goal.
Yes.
Where is it? Oh, here they are. Okay, so we have Goblin Archers level 1, Goblin Archers level 1, and a Mite. As you can see, the Mite is pathetic. That is because it is intended to be a scout creature, something that moves very quickly and goes across the landscape, revealing hidden territory. Not very good in a fight, but hey, that's not our problem. We are Stupid Mortal. Now, with an attack of 18 and a defense of 12, we increased... wow, that was a good level up. I'm pretty sure the level increases are fixed. It's no randomness. Something else in my ocular socket. And we just tore apart the Mite. Now, you also probably saw that we got hurt and suddenly weren't hurt anymore. That's the regeneration in effect. This item is broken and I do not care. I'm not here to be challenged this time. I'm here to run roughshod over this world and prove to everyone that I am the best gosh darn commander no matter the faction. Except for Chaos. I suck with Chaos. And if we ever get to Chaos, you're going to see me fail. And we leveled up again! I think one of the familiars I have, one of the hairs was in my socket. I hope I got it out that time. Disgusting. Oh, I should have read that. Essentially, with this mine, because it's a level 2 gold mine, once we have liberated it, as we just did, we now get 2 gold per turn, without needing any followers to work it or anything. So, the higher level one of these resource buildings are, the more we're going to get out of them. With one exception, which we'll talk about when we see one. Ah, darn. Okay, so we can't move anymore this turn. That's what it means when it's white and not green. So we might as well stay in there and just click this next turn button here. I admit I enjoyed this game for years before showing myself to your realm. I have very fond memories of it. Whenever I would get bored of studying forbidden tomes and dark secrets, I would sometimes just relax and play a bit of Lords of Magic. Small outpost level 1. Easy enough, let's go kill it.
Yes.
We could be doing auto-calc, which, automatic calculation to determine the outcome of the battle. The problem is, and I believe it's a bug, if we do that, then unfortunately, the item that's supposed to heal us after every battle will not heal us.
For honor and glory.
It will just not work for some reason. And we can't have that.
For honor and glory.
So, at least for this guy, we're going to be going in and running roughshod.
For honor and glory. For honor and glory.
Another thing about the autocalc is that in some ways it's very unfair in your favor, but can also be very unfair against you. And there's no really way of knowing until you've either come out victorious or you're dead. Now, the reason why I'm ignoring this building here is because up on this hill is actually our great temple. We can't see it until we get a little bit closer, but here it is. Oh, and this is the other thing I want to talk about, the statue. I believe this is a bug as well, because it doesn't make sense otherwise. This is a resource building that will generate fame if we conquer it, but for some reason, no matter what level the statue is, it will only give us 1 fame per turn. Go figure. Anyway, Order Great Temple. You stand before the Great Temple of Order, venerated sanctum of the Archon people. Once a place of serenity, it is now one of utter despair, for it has been overrun by wicked and loathsome creatures. Cleanse this holy place of its vile usurpers, and you will be a legend among the Archons, who will honor you with a mighty citadel. Our town will go from level 0 to level 1. Let's do this.
Yes.
So, we have zombies, lots of health, pretty good attack. Similar to the Berserkers, not great defense. We have wolf riding orcs. And we have Thog the Slow. Oh, don't be mean, he just needs a little extra help. He's an orc chieftain. And the Bat, which is another scout unit and is garbage. So, from what I can conclude from this, we should take out the Orc Chieftain first if possible, because the highest attack means he will most easily get through our defense.
For honor and glory.
Well, one thing I can say about Thog is that he has great spirit. Now, the bats are going to get to us first, so we might as well just take them out since they're in front of us. Even though I'm pretty certain they cannot hurt us.
For honor and glory.
There we go, we're going to get the Thog first. Now, as you can see, we are actually taking some damage, but again, regeneration is a wonderful thing. And I don't believe we're actually in any danger of dying right now. If we were, I could tell you about another mechanic in this game that allows us to actually break it. But we don't need to worry about it right now, for the triumphant music is playing. Let's enjoy it. Two long-imprisoned captives join our cause. I can't wait to never use them. We also got a magical item, the Ring of Protection. Magnificent. You have liberated the Great Temple. In your honor, your people have constructed a stronghold at their capital, Semet. Semet, symmetrical, you understand, order. While this Great Temple remains free, it will attract followers to the stronghold to serve you. You can then assign them to work, producing valuable resources. You can also install champions in the Mage Tower, Barracks, and Thieves Guild, where they will impart their experience to new recruits. Mages can now research new spells in the library, and if you upgrade the Mage Tower to level 3, you can summon the warrior spirit at this great temple. What the hell does that mean? Well, let's go over it, shall we? First up, we have 2 new recruits from the Great Temple. We have a level 3 ranger, who is essentially the thief champion. And we have a level 2 wizard with a stupid portrait, who is the wizard. There's no, like, magical grunts. Well, there are, but whatever. Essentially, all we really want here is to click on the wizard to highlight him in the party and send him to the library. All he's going to do is study spells for us that we'll probably never use, and I'll explain why later. And as for this thief, we don't really need a thief, so I'm going to dismiss him and get our extra gold per turn, because champions, as you can see, we're losing 1 crystal a turn. They require upkeep. That sucks. All units require upkeep. It's bullshit. But let's take a look at our Great Temple. I can't.
Yes?
Why not? There we go. Within the Kingdom of Order, where lines of power precisely intersect, lies a nexus which compels a desire to plan, to organize, to enforce peace. And to enforce peace. The Great Temple is founded upon this invisible source of order. You'll notice we have 3 buttons. We have the Warrior Spirit, we have Lancelot of the Lake, Cathedral of Knighthood. The Warrior Spirit is essentially each Great Temple has 2 creatures that you can summon that are extremely powerful. One of them is a creature that you can summon multiple of throughout the game. The other one is essentially you're only allowed to summon it once and never again. And if another faction has another temple and they summon their great creature, you cannot summon it because it's already been summoned by another faction. They're supposedly that strong. And in some cases, I'd agree, yes, they are. The Warrior Spirit. The Mages of Order can summon the souls of their deceased, but unlike the Minions of Death, our Minions of Death! Order spirits are good and pure. These holy warriors of ages past come willingly when called, even to die again for the oath that ruled their lives. Lame, but effective. Then there's Lancelot of the Lake. From the annals of history and legend comes a warrior of unsurpassed skill and excellence. Once he served the great King Arthur Pendragon, now Lancelot will lend his deadly blade to the cause of any worthy Lord of Order. He's a very powerful unit, and unlike most great creatures, he can actually level up and get stronger as well, till he becomes a truly terrifying force at max level. Problem is getting him there alive. Last is Cathedral of Knighthood, which we can't even look at until we have a level 2 barracks. Let's go to town and assign some of these resources in the meantime. So, as you can see, we have 10 followers in our stronghold. We have no followers assigned to any resources. We can get ale, gold, crystals, or fame, as I said. But now I think I want to balance out our economy and get a minor surplus in everything for now. For everything else, I'm going to pour it into fame, because the more fame we have, the greater the bonus of potential followers will come on future turns. In this game, every 7 turns, which essentially every week in-game, we will get more followers, assuming we still control both our great temple and our capital city. I need a drink. I can't drink. I still feel the pain of thirst. Oh well. We have to wait a turn. How are you all doing? I'm doing quite well. I'm playing a game I very much enjoy. So, let us take our stupid mortal, send him into this building, level 3. Quite tough, but I believe we leveled up twice, actually, in the temple. We're level 4. Amazing. This ruined building has fallen prey to a party of degenerates. Well, we can't have that.
Yes.
2115. We are a god. Practically. Goblin archers. Oh, and Krug, the fire warrior. He has a very high attack, but much like many fire warriors, has a terrible defense. So, let's go target the warrior first, because he is the biggest threat. I don't even think with a... Yeah, the goblins can't even hurt us with a attack of 6 anymore. There is one exception to that rule as well, though, now that I think about it. And that is thief champions, I believe. I don't believe they bypass all armor, but they bypass a lot more armor than other champions. They can be especially devastating if they get a critical hit on you. So in cases where we're fighting against a thief champion, don't be surprised if I try to target them first. They are a lot more dangerous when it comes to our little exploit. That being said, they are also very squishy. Easy to crush. Come on, hurry up. There we go. We gained another level. We're almost halfway there already. I didn't even equip the ring of protection. Any champion of Urak who gains plus... Sorry, let me try that again. Any champion of Urak gains +1 armor and +2 movement while wearing this ring. It's a pretty good ring for anyone to wear. So of course we're going to wear it. Why not make ourselves even more broken? Over here, let's see what's over this way. I could be a little more efficient and get some scout units. In fact, I think that's what I will do.
The art of thieving can be learned here, but you will
Our scout unit is an adorable little puppy dog. The Hounds of Order are trained to accompany their noble masters on hunting parties. Their keen noses and dogged stamina are easily turned to warfare, patrolling for intruders in the Demesna. I'll admit, I've never... I know it basically means the same thing as domain, but I've never been sure how that's pronounced. The Domain of Order. They are very cheap to purchase, but they do have a upsetting upkeep, which I'm going to have to adjust for in the economy. But why did I get 3 of them? Well, here is another exploit of sorts. If the AI sees a building as unprotected, if it is unoccupied by soldiers, they will go for it and they will try to take it from you, especially if they don't like you. If you're on good terms with an AI faction, they might just pass it by, but marauding parties and any enemy faction will absolutely steal from you. Anything. Great Temple. Oh, sorry. That was strange. Great Temple, gold mines, everything, especially your town. But as long as you have something in there, such as, oh, I don't know, a pathetic worthless scout, the AI will assume that it's actually quite well protected and leave you alone. There is a minor exception where if they are intending to go take your capital and they're your enemy, they might invade it anyway, but that's fine. For 90% of other cases, they will leave you alone.
What is your bidding?
And let's get you inside the library.
How would you like us to direct our research?
Yeah, start with Righteous Bolt. As you can see, because it normally takes 8 days to research the spell, but because this wizard is level 2, he essentially learns at the rate of 2 level 1 wizards, so it only takes 4 days. Higher level, less time. More wizards, less time. The maximum amount of wizards we can have in the library is 3, but to unlock new chairs for them to sit in and read, we need to upgrade the mage tower. To upgrade our tower, we need to upgrade our tower. You see, it's going to take some time. Anyway, let's adjust. Gold per turn. Pains me to do it. And I do need one more scout, actually.
Learned here, but you will also find many.
So I can actually go scout out some buildings. Because we see that's level 1. Now that we retreat, if we hold our mouse over the building, we can see that, oh, it's level 1. It's no longer a mystery, we scouted it out. Same with this one, level 1, and this one, which now we can't get to. That's the primary use of scouts, and they have a pretty long sight radius. Other scouts can also fly or travel farther. Really, the dog is not a very good scout, but it's what we have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to see just how long I've been recording. All right, well, according to that, I've been recording for about half an hour. So, this seems as good a place as any to stop for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you will all join me as we continue this adventure through the lands of Urak to absolutely curb stomp Balkoth and every other faction that dares get in our way. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe, or incur the wrath of a dark lich. Also ring that bell icon.